Welcome, guys, to another episode of Make Adventure Happen podcast. In this podcast, in every episode, we talk about one country. That's me, Kaspars, and Una. These are countries that we have been to, and today we'll be talking about Bangladesh. Not a big in size, but very populous country in Asia. It's a country I went to this year in 2023. It's only me who has been to Bangladesh, so today, instead of our usual talk where we both share our opinions about the country, Una will be more or less kinda interviewing me. And as always, we will answer some of the most popular questions about Bangladesh and share our own experience in Bangladesh, or in this case, my experience in Bangladesh. Una, let's start.
Yes, let's start.
As always, we go to Google, we look at the most popular questions about the country, and this is how we make this conversation.
Yeah. So let's start with the first question. Is Bangladesh a part of India?
No, Bangladesh is not a part of India. Bangladesh is a separate country that was part of British India Empire until the separation, when the empire was separated into India and Pakistan. And then at first there were two Pakistans. There were the East and West Pakistan. The East Pakistan was Bangladesh, and later, I don't remember the exact year, but
1947.
1947 it got.
It became the Pakistani province of East Bengal.
Yeah.
But in 1971, it became the independent country of Bangladesh.
So since 1971, Bangladesh is a absolutely separate country. Yeah, not part of India.
Not part of India.
Next.
Just like Sri Lanka is not a part of India.
Yeah.
So, you can watch our Sri Lanka video.
Or listen, yeah.
Yeah, maybe you can put it in the comments, in the description below.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the Bangladesh language? I think the person means what language is spoken in Bangladesh.
I actually don't remember, but I think it was Bengali.
Yes.
Do we see on internet?
Yes, Bengali.
Bengali, yeah.
And what do you think? Is it similar to Hindi, or what is it similar to?
I don't know. Like I can't really comment how it's spoken, but the written language looks like some language from India. That means there is a high chance you won't be able to read like anything on the streets, and to find things, to find the bus, to find the train, to find the boat, to find, I don't know, some hotel or something. Most likely you will have to ask someone. Yeah, so that's like a little bit tricky part for a tourist going to Bangladesh. Yeah.
Okay, and the next question is, what is Bangladesh famous for?
Bangladesh famous for, as far as I know, and I know quite a lot about tourism, Bangladesh is not known as a tourism destination. There are very few people going as tourists to Bangladesh, but Bangladesh is known as a country where most of, like a huge part of the world's what do you call clothing? Garment
factories.
Yeah, because of the garment factories. And actually, when I was arriving to Dhaka this February 2023, there were some foreigners, and I was thinking like, oh wow, there are tourists. I asked them, why are you here in Bangladesh? And they're like, we are coming for this huge event of garment industry. And I'm like, ah yeah, okay, like that's actually what you can assume when you see a foreigner. There's a high chance that they are for business.
Were those people Italians? I think you mentioned something about Italians and Chinese.
Yeah, there were lots of Chinese, but the ones I was speaking with, they were from, yeah, I think from Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So yeah, that's what.
that was your answer, and
Yeah.
the answer in Google is that the Bangladesh is known for its vibrant history and ancient archaeology, rich culture, and beautiful landscape. I'm not sure about the beautiful landscape part, but well, I haven't been there, but seeing the photos, I don't think that beautiful landscape. Well, there was some beautiful. What
There
do
are
you think about it?
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the landscape
Yes,
part?
speaking of like nature and landscape, there are some parts that are beautiful,
But in the right season, right?
yeah, in the right season. But generally speaking, you should take into account that Bangladesh is a small country in size. It's like Baltic states in Europe. Like it's a small territory, but there are some 170 million people. That means like if you compare it to Latvia, I think I was looking up the numbers, and the population density was something like 50 times bigger. That means like in every place in Latvia where you see one person, in Bangladesh there would be 50, and as a result there is just so little space left for nature. It's mostly built up, and there are also some, like agriculture fields, and yeah, there is, in my experience traveling across Bangladesh, I went only to 3 places, but I saw like quite a huge chunk of the country from the bus and train, and it's very built up, so
Yeah.
not really nature destination. Maybe the south and these huge mangroves, but in the right season.
As far as I know, there's like a large national park with animals. That's one of the most popular destinations in the country, but you haven't visited it.
I
Yes?
didn't. No, I didn't go. No.
Okay, so and another thing that is here on Google for what is Bangladesh famous for question. So it says that some of the oldest Islamic, Buddhist, and Hindu archaeological relics can be found in Bangladesh.
It's the first time I hear
Yeah.
of anything like that.
Okay, let's not go into this further. Another question. Well, but you have answered this, but still, let's. Yeah, let's. Okay, is Bangladesh under Pakistan?
No, Bangladesh was under
Under,
Pakistan. It's also a Muslim country, Muslim majority, but no,
Yeah,
not
it's
anymore.
1971. Yeah, it became a separate country.
If you are watching this on YouTube,
Yeah.
this is the smell of Thailand.
I have one too. No, actually, I have two. This is like a regular type, and I have a tiger balm as well. Like tiger balm in such a little inhaler thing. It smells differently from the standard one.
Yeah.
The tiger one.
Okay,
Oh, it's so good.
let's go back to.
This was our technical stop for smelling this stuff. Okay.
Yeah, we are recording this podcast from Thailand.
Is Bangladesh under? I asked this one. Is Bangladesh a rich or poor country? Unfortunately, it's very poor, right?
Yeah, and you see that, and there are extremely nice and welcoming people, but I couldn't stop thinking, like when I saw all the street sights in Dhaka, the capital of Bangladesh, I couldn't stop thinking that this is hell, like this is hell on earth. People are living through these extremely harsh conditions. They are still smiling and happy to help you, and you feel welcome, but it's extremely hard life for many people. Most or all of rivers in Dhaka are dead. They are considered dead. They are that dirty, polluted. Streets are extremely packed. It's extremely noisy, and after 2 weeks in Bangladesh, I was getting anxiety from the noise pollution. It never stops the noise, and
And you told
it's
me,
hard. It's hard.
and you told me when you returned back to KL, Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, which is a large and very bustling city.
Yeah.
You told me that even in the most noisiest neighborhoods, it was very quiet compared to Bangladesh.
Yep. Compared to Dhaka, I haven't been in more noisy and rough city.
Okay, next question. Do they speak English in Bangladesh?
English is spoken. You can always find someone who speaks English in Bangladesh, but you may have to look for that person because I would say that every, let's say, 20th person speaks English. Sometimes every 50th, so you have to look a little bit. It may take you 5 minutes to find a person who speaks English, and even if they don't, you can still like manage things and find places and solutions, and yeah, because people are extremely welcoming and nice. English not so spoken, but you can find.
Okay, so what are the people from Bangladesh called?
I think Bengali.
Okay, so it says people from Bangladesh are called Bangladeshi.
Bangladesh.
This
Okay.
is somewhat different than the term Bengali, which refers to a person who speaks the Bengali language.
Okay.
So I see. So that's. I think that's because in Bangladesh there are several nationalities, maybe.
Ethnic groups.
Yeah, and so there are Bengalis and there are some other nationalities. So Bengali speak Bengali language, so they are Bengali. But
Yeah.
Bangladesh person, like a a
In
native
general, yeah.
citizen of Bangladesh is a Bangladeshi. So, okay, so it says ethnic groups. Yes, there are several ethnic groups, but well, it doesn't matter for now. So Bangladesh people are Bangladeshi. Next question: what is Bangladesh first language?
I think it's Bengali. Yeah,
yes.
most people.
Second language of Bangladesh? Well, it doesn't say. Never mind. Which English is used in Bangladesh?
Let's skip those language
Which
questions.
English is used in Bangladesh? I guess it's like British English.
Yeah.
It's true. Okay, so let's see what
What else? Yeah, British English, because like I said, for some time Bangladesh was a part of British Empire. and,
Okay, I have
yeah.
some other questions. Is Bangladesh an Islamic country?
Yes.
Okay, and what is completely different type of question? What is Bangladesh? What is the most famous food in Bangladesh? And what is Bangladesh national food? The famous food and the national food.
I think it's one and the same dish, at least from what I saw and ate. It's biryani, the same biryani that similar biryani like you have in India, Pakistan. I ate biryani every day. Yeah, for maybe 16 or what days I was in Bangladesh. I was eating biryani every day. It was my comfort food. yeah, I like biryani, and in Pakistan they make it very good. And in all these super simple eateries where I was having biryani for $1 or less, so €1 or less, amazing biryani, like super good quality biryani. Yeah.
I think you should mention that you never had stomach problems in Bangladesh.
Yeah, never. I was eating lots of local food, street food, cheap local food. So like $1, €1 food every day, no problems at all.
Mm-hmm. So
And
that's
but-
good.
and
But
but-
I guess it's not for everyone.
I think so.
You are very resilient, I would say.
Yeah. Speaking of food and biryani, I said that it's like the same thing that you eat in India and Pakistan, but they make it differently. And at first I was like, oh, what is this? This is not biryani. Like I ordered biryani and they bring me a plate of rice and I'm like, but where is chicken or like vegetables or anything like? But they like do it differently. I think they put the piece of chicken first with some vegetables like, and then they cover it with rice, so it looks like plain rice. Like, yeah.
It's like well, in Europe we have those like chocolate eggs which are called Kinder Surprise, and it's like a chocolate egg with and inside there's like a small little toy. You can kind of open the eggshell, which is made of milk chocolate, and then inside there's like an oval type of container, and then you open that oval type of container, and there's like a small toy.
Surprise.
Yeah. But I think now it's slightly different. Like these are like it's two halves of eggs and 2 halves of egg, and there's like some sort of divider inside of it. Well, it used to be, like I said, like a shell, and inside the shell was a small toy. Probably the same is now.
But that wasn't chicken.
Yeah, that wasn't chicken. It was like usually a small toy.
Yeah.
Okay.
In a chocolate egg.
Weird reference. Do not mind me. Okay, so yeah, it says that biryani is one of the
top
famous food, and then there are others like some khichuri, something.
Haven't heard of khichuri.
Patla khichuri, a romantic Bangladeshi food. How this is romantic? How a food can be romantic? Okay, a cake can be romantic. I don't know, like a nice glass of booze. Okay.
You haven't been to Bangladesh. You don't know what is Bangladesh romantic.
Wait. I want to see how this is romantic.
This is rice, yeah.
Romantic food.
And then
so this is during the heavy rain of monsoon.
Another food that I
Okay,
remember.
so it's something to do with monsoon.
Another food that I remember is some flat breads, like chapati kind of thing, but more like roti canai and parota kind of thing, like fluffy, nice, and with some curry and piece of chicken, also like mwah, and also like $1 on the street.
And they say also morog pulao.
Pulao. This is rice.
Rice with curry.
Rice with curry, yeah.
Chicken. These are the famous food, and national food is hilsa.
Hilsa.
Curry.
Curry. Okay.
Hilsa is fish.
Fish.
Wow.
I eat street food, but I wouldn't eat fish in Dhaka. When you see the river, the Gangapuri river, the main river going through the city,
the black one,
the dead one, I wouldn't want to eat any fish from. I think there are no fishes in that river. It's dead. Yeah, there are no, but no, I wouldn't go for seafood or
Yeah, this
Let's
is
go.
mentioned that. Yeah, this is fish, which is it's mentioned everywhere. So I guess, well, never mind.
Let's go.
Who controls Bangladesh?
Bangladeshi government.
Yes,
Next
exactly. Okay, I will not go into this question.
No.
Never mind.
No controlling.
What is the old name of Bangladesh?
East Pakistan?
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Why Bangladesh separated from India? Do you know? Well,
Yeah, because
religious tension, right?
but because the empire fall, and so people like went different ways. The Hindus, mostly Hindus, they stayed in India, and the Muslims, they created Pakistan, East and West Pakistan, and later East Pakistan became Bangladesh.
And what is the capital of Bangladesh?
Dhaka. Anything more touristic? Dhaka is the capital and also one of the most densely populated cities in the world. I don't remember the exact number, but it could be something like 30 million or something people in the metropolitan area of Dhaka. It's the most densely populated city I have been to. Like, you really feel that. You feel it's rough, it's hard, it's so packed in areas around the old town, the most like central part, that you may start freaking out if you are not like used to these kind of things. I'm used to these kind of things, and I have been to most populated cities in the world, but Dhaka hits differently. It's it's tough. I guess it's also because of the population density and the like more rough environment that you have in Dhaka. It can be hard on some people. I wouldn't recommend for beginners, but if you are experienced traveler. And by the way, we have we have many videos about from Dhaka vlogs.
You have.
I have, and the last video was like practical video for people willing to travel to Bangladesh. Go and check it out if you want to travel. Next, do you have anything more?
Can I drink alcohol in Bangladesh? That's one of the questions. Well, I'm not interested in drinking alcohol in Bangladesh, but someone on Google is.
I actually don't really know. All I know is that I didn't see it anywhere, but I have read that it's available somewhere, but like not in every supermarket. That's for sure.
I think there are like these unofficial hole in the wall places where you can get one. Well,
I guess yeah.
And of course,
and some fancy.
Homemade like this moonshine type of things.
And also the fancy hotels, I guess. Yeah.
So the answer is to drink alcohol in Bangladesh, one must have a legal permit, almost always given to non-Muslims. Muslims will need a medical prescription to obtain an alcohol permit.
Wow!
The prescription must be given by an associate professor of the medical college or a civil surgeon. Legal age of applying for a permit is 21.
Imagine living in London and going to your doctor, to your GP, and asking for a drinking permit. But okay, like different countries have different rules, and I remember also in Pakistan. I think I read that in Pakistan alcohol is available like in 2 hotels in whole country. Not sure, like have no idea if it's true or not, but also.
I think the local moonshine is available everywhere.
Yeah. Anything more?
Again, about food. Does Bangladesh eat spice? Do Bangladeshi eat spicy food?
I would say that it's flavorful. So there is chili and stuff like that most likely, but it's not crazy spicy. It's nice spicy. If you like spicy food, you will love it. It's it's flavorful and not crazy spicy. I don't remember that it was crazy spicy.
Less spicy than in India, I guess then.
Yeah.
And what about Pakistan? Did they eat spicy food there?
I think it was similar as far as I remember. Pakistan is also a country that only I have been to, and if you want to hear more about Pakistan and if you're interested in a podcast about Pakistan, you can comment, or if you are interested in any specific country to hear sooner, you can comment and let us know, and we will film a video about the place. Yeah.
Okay, so
not very spicy, nice.
What kind of clothes do they wear in Bangladesh?
In Bangladesh, I was kinda ready that in Bangladesh it will be similar like in Pakistan, where they wear their traditional
kurta.
Yeah, traditional dress. I was ready for that, and but turns out most of Bangladeshi, they dress similar like in India, where most of people are dressing Western with jeans and but at the same time
it says that some men wear lungi, which is like a skirt type of thing.
I was actually prepared to go and buy one, and like I thought like I'll go there if I see that like everyone is wearing something specific. I'll also get that and blend in. But I ended up walking around in jeans and like
button-down shirt, right?
yeah, button-down shirt, and I got even like complimented that thank you for dressing like this, dressing like a local. And yeah, this is what people dress like. Western, kinda smart casual.
I guess if you are a tourist traveling to Bangladesh, I think it's a good idea to wear jeans or trousers with a shirt, like a button-down shirt with short sleeves or long sleeves.
Yeah.
And for women, how do women dress there?
Like, what was the thing? Like, I think it was kurta.
Kurta is like a long shirt with long sleeves and pants like very thin fabric and like white pants. That's what women wear, and the scarf.
Yes. That's exactly like similar like you see in quite a lot of cities in India.
And
not
what
everywhere,
about covering hair?
I don't remember any women covering her hair, like, no, it's not really a thing. You also don't, I'm not like 100% sure anymore, but I don't remember, that I think there were not many women like covered fully, like in some parts of Saudi Arabia or Pakistan. It felt more free, it felt more like India style. I would say India. In dressing, both men and women, they dress similarly like people in India dress. Indians, I guess, they are more like modern. Bangladeshi is more traditional, but I think that's also partly related to the fact that Bangladesh also gets less international visitors, so they have the less influence.
Is Bangladesh a democracy?
Don't know, but for a tourist, I think it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
It definitely feels okay, unless you are afraid like of crowds or get stressed. Crowds are unreal. Let's say unreal. Because I think it's also partly because there are so many bicycle rickshaws. That's in Dhaka, the capital, and also the most densely populated area. And so instead of one or two persons walking, there is quite a big vehicle, rickshaw, the bicycle rickshaw, and and these narrow streets so packed. Wow.
Okay, so the government in Bangladesh is unitary dominant party parliamentary republic, whatever that means. Well, they have a president and they have a prime minister. Okay.
Sounds something like India. By the way, before we go to the next question, a practical thing that's actually pretty hard to find on the internet, and you find opposite opinions and conflicting information about visa on arrival. It is available. Visa on arrival is available for many. I thought that I need to apply for visa in advance. No, I don't need. Latvians don't need. Most of Europeans, I think, don't need. And it's easy. You arrive, you show the information about your hotel. It has to be printed out. Like, if you don't have it printed out, you will have to stand in the same long line. In my case, 5 people or 7 people took like 2 hours. Print it out, hotel confirmation. Print out confirmation about a flight out of country, and that's it. For business visa, you also need something like a invitation letter, but and watch my video about the arrival to Bangladesh. You can learn more about arrival and visa. Anything
Yes, in fact, there are more questions. Why Dhaka? What Dhaka is famous for? Dhaka is the capital of Bangladesh.
For me personally, Dhaka was famous for this one thing, the Buri Ganga River. I had seen this site and I had this like image in my mind, and I really wanted to see it myself. I had a better image of it in my head. I had an image of a bustling city full with boats and because you see in Bangladesh many people they travel by boat. Bangladesh is a country of small rivers, and there's a huge delta, and so lots of waterways. Yes, Puri Ganga is bustling river, but it's also dead. It's like black. Nothing lives there. And apart from that, I think the most famous like fact about Dhaka is that it's so populated.
Also for its rickshaws.
For rickshaws, yeah, definitely.
Well, it says also Kachi biryani, art festivals, and religious diversity.
Yeah.
And some architects, modernist architects, and some buildings. Never mind. Okay, stop this.
The smell of Thailand, it's so good.
The smell of Thailand. The sound of Thailand is what? 7-Eleven beeping?
Beep beep, beep beep, beep beep. Anything?
How safe is Bangladesh for tourists?
I would say it is safe, and
at the same time not safe. Yes.
And I think the main reason is that it's so little visited by tourists. You see, what do I mean by that is that when there are no tourists, there are no bad guys expecting tourists, and as a result, you arrive and no one is expecting you and no one is waiting to trick you, and that's I think the reason why it is safe. Yeah, and just like, of course there are some bad things and bad guys, and I generally felt very safe. In 2023 February, during this huge event that for garment manufacturers.
Okay, and the question is how.
Sorry. I remember one thing. Just when I left, there were 2 or 3 days later there were some explosions, and as I learned, this is unfortunately a normal thing. It wasn't like some terrorist activity or anything. It was just explosion. Something happened and something exploded, and since the place is so densely populated, people suffered, some died, and
so it was not like a tourist activity. It was like just a gas explosion, or it was not initiated by people.
No.
Okay, I see. How do Bangladeshis eat? How do they eat?
By hand.
Yes, exactly. Use their hands to eat rather than cutlery. The right hand is used to scoop food into the mouth. With the left hand, so it's a bad etiquette to eat and pass food and cutlery. With left
they have
hand.
cutlery, yeah.
Yes, well, they usually eat with their hands, but the left hand is not used to eat and pass like something edible.
Same like in many Islamic countries.
Do Bangladeshis eat pork?
I think no, because Muslims don't.
Yeah, correct. What is the national fruit of Bangladesh? Did you see any fruits there?
I actually didn't almost see any fruits. Maybe oranges and maybe grapes. Yeah. For whatever reason, in Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, they have good grapes. Like in my experience, that's the fruit I remember from all these countries.
It says that the jackfruit is the national fruit of Bangladesh.
Wow.
And other national symbols of Bangladesh are
Symbol? Okay.
wait, the national symbols. Okay, the national fruit is the jackfruit, and
That's a big surprise.
okay, so the water lily is the national flower of Bangladesh. The jackfruit is the national fruit of Bangladesh. The mango tree is the national tree of Bangladesh.
Wow.
The Royal Bengal tiger is the national animal of Bangladesh. Well, and two more. The Ilis fish
Fish.
is the national fish of Bangladesh, and the magpie robin is the national bird of Bangladesh.
Mhm.
I know you didn't ask, but in case you are wondering, what are the national symbols of Bangladesh?
And before we proceed with some more questions and some practicalities, like my route in Bangladesh was I went to Dhaka, spent some time in Dhaka, went to see Led in the north of Bangladesh. I think I would not recommend this city. Yeah, there is some beautiful nature nearby, but apart from that, I think it's not.
The season was not right, I guess.
Maybe the season was not right. I didn't feel like it's a place to recommend. And then I went to Sri Mangal, the tea land of Bangladesh. Yeah, if you want to see tea plantations, this is the place in Bangladesh. But and then I went back to Dhaka. Yeah, it's quite a chunk on the map, but there are many more places where you can go to. Most of tourists go to the south. And speaking of getting to places, one of the best modes of transportation is bus. You can get a very good bus. You can get also old and not good bus, but there are also modern buses and tickets. I bought mine at the bus station, at the bus company office. So not like at the bus station, but at the bus company office, and the bus departed from the bus company office, and I think the company was something green, maybe. You look for buses in Bangladesh, I think it was green something, yeah. So
Maybe
yeah.
you can put in the description.
Yeah, if I can find, I will put in the description. And then there are cheaper buses, and then there are boats that you can take to many places. With boats, take into account that information is in Bengali.
But I guess you can ask around.
Yeah, most likely you won't be able to read it, but you can ask around and find, and yeah, you have to be kind of ready to ask and look for information and maybe change your plans when traveling to Bangladesh. If you want to go to some lesser popular places. To most popular places there are good buses.
I guess the next question will be, can you wear shorts in Bangladesh?
I would say that yes, but I would recommend to wear pants, and you will feel like
For women, definitely not.
yeah, more
Okay, so
more respectable.
we were talking about the hijab.
Hijab, I didn't
It's
see.
not, well, it says that it's not mandated by law, so that's why you didn't see many women wearing hijab. Interesting question. What did Queen Elizabeth do for Bangladesh?
We'll send that question to Queen Elizabeth.
Never mind me.
let's
Has
go.
Queen Elizabeth ever been to Bangladesh? Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And I guess she planted some tree there.
No, she was there in 1983. She was prior to that. She came to Dhaka, which was then
Did
the
she dug a
capital
pond?
of East Pakistan. Okay, she was there twice.
Did she dug a pond? That's the
Did she did a pond?
yeah. Maybe she dug a pond like a.
Who knows? I'm too lazy to look into it.
Anything more? Anything more touristy? Is Bangladesh safe?
What is the
Yeah.
biggest problem in Dhaka?
Pollution, noise pollution, and all kinds of pollution. All this shit flowing into the rivers.
Exactly. Water, sanitation, poor waste management, overcrowding, slums, and substandard housing conditions. And maybe let's finish on a bit positive note.
Okay,
A
okay.
bit more positive note. Like, what makes Bangladesh so special? I think that will be the last question.
I think there is only like one thing, and that's people. People in Bangladesh are like top people, like one of the kindest, nicest, and they are like genuine people, yeah, and you feel at ease with them. There are nice and good people, I believe, in every country, and in many countries they are like you feel welcome, but in Bangladesh you also feel very much at ease with them. That means they are not pushy, like they are welcoming, but if, for example, you as a tourist want to just stand on the side of the road and maybe take in the scene, take photos, and I don't know, try something, ask something, they will just let you be. And that's a super nice thing about Bangladesh, that despite all the craziness, you feel at ease in Bangladesh. If you are experienced traveler, I guess, because it can be also whoa. And on that, on that, let's finish this podcast. If you have ideas what country you would like to hear about next, let us know in the comments. Until that, see ya. Bye bye.